For the first time since 2013, 13 years ago, missing episodes of Doctor Who have been found and returned to the BBC archives. In today's video, I'm going to go through which episodes have been found, explain why they went missing in the first place, and how we've regained a lost piece of Doctor Who's history. So, if you're ready, let's get started, shall we? Believe it or not, it used to be standard practice during the 60s and 70s for companies like the BBC to wipe and reuse videotapes because they were considered more valuable than the episodes they contained. Their junking policy decimated a large portion of the BBC archives, and they abolished it once it became economically viable to preserve television history. None of the original videotapes for Doctor Who from the 60s have survived. Every episode we have in the archives has been copied from those tapes. The copies were meant to be preserved, not thrown away, but the shambolic process of managing the archives meant that even the copies weren't protected from the junking policy. These copies, otherwise known as telerecordings, were sent overseas for international broadcasts, and that's how the last batch of missing Doctor Who episodes were recovered from a TV station in Nigeria. So, which episodes have been found now, bringing the missing episode count down from 97 to 95 are The Nightmare Begins and Devil's Planet. They're episodes 1 and 3 of the serial called The Daleks Masterplan, which is season 3's fourth story and it's part of the First Doctor's era. This recovery means 41.67% of the story is safe in the BBC archives, and UK viewers will be able to watch the episodes when they're released on iPlayer in April, just in time for Easter. Unfortunately, they haven't confirmed when or how people outside of the UK can watch them. I believe this may be because the UK has a period of exclusivity, because licence fee payers primarily fund Doctor Who, or it could be down to the fact that Doctor Who needs to sort out the international distribution rights now their deal with Disney Plus has ended, as it's unlikely that the Daleks Masterplan will be released on DVD or Blu-ray until they finish the story with animated reconstructions. Enjoying the video? Why not like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon or Ko-fi page. Links are in the description below. Unlike previous discoveries, the Daleks Masterplan wasn't sold overseas, as it was considered too violent by censors. Instead, a copy made by technicians ended up in a private collection. A registered charity, Film is Fabulous, which specialises in recovering lost media, has managed to acquire the late collector's collection, meaning the original 16mm telerecordings have been restored, and we'll be able to watch them in the best possible condition. Much of his collection suffered from water damage and corrosion, which goes to show how fortunate we are that these episodes were well looked after and can be preserved for future generations. The collector himself has wished to remain anonymous, and I can understand why. People will accuse him of being selfish for keeping a piece of Doctor Who history to himself, and will go too far to express their disapproval. However, he cared for these episodes when they were chucked aside, and instead of selling them on, he chose to donate his collection to Film is Fabulous. In the end, they're back where they belong, so let's not argue about the who, what, where, when and why. That will only discourage other collectors from engaging with the charity and potentially returning more episodes of Doctor Who. Time is running out, there's no doubt about that, and one day, possibly very soon, we will have to accept that the number of missing episodes will stay the same forever, but not today. We've got a new number to remember, 95. While I was hoping we'd be able to get a finished story, any episode of Doctor Who being found is good news to me, and the Daleks Masterplan is a story fans have been wishing to see more of. It was thought unlikely though, as it was never broadcast abroad, but it's being rebuilt piece by piece, even if there's still 7 episodes we can't watch. I hope this discovery means they start working on an animated reconstruction for the Daleks Masterplan, because while I'm grateful that the episodes will be made available to us, I would hate to get invested in a story I can't finish. But what do you guys think? Are you glad that the Daleks Masterplan is the one that's been found? Which stories do you hope have survived the purge? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Media Lord. Until next time, goodbye.